Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ladies. Welcome in today's video, and I am so excited because this is my first video. So, welcome. And in today's video, I want to talk about the power of your femininity and how to introduce your feminine energy in your marriage. So, like in today's world where we are expected to fight for our success, and we women, we often forget how to introduce our feminine energy in our marriage. And instead of knowing when to let your husband take control, we keep fighting for his attention, doing our best only to get what we want. And we often end up in many unfulfilled situations despite giving all of our effort, right? And this often leads us to feel dissatisfied with our romantic life. It makes us feel like we are giving our best while getting nothing in return. And that is why it's so important to know the right time to let your husband take control. We need to learn how to nurture our feminine energy and introduce it into our marriage. And believe it or not, that is actually the key to success, the key to a happy marriage. And once you learn once you learn the secrets of getting in touch with your feminine side, your romantic relationship will start to thrive. And all of the things you worried about will disappear into thin air. After that, you will be left with feelings of ease and happiness, as you will finally have everything you desperately wished for. So we are looking, like we women, we are looking for a passionate romantic love with our husband, right? Because we are women, and we are love. And in that journey to get that romantic love, we often approach it's the same way as we do in our everyday lives. And in order to succeed in a world where everyone is fighting for the same thing, you have learned to embrace masculine energy. You have a life mission that you are desperate to accomplish. You fight for it and you remain focused on your goals until you successfully achieve them. And as you learn to live your life this way, you often forget about your feminine side. You ignore the feminine qualities you should introduce into a relationship, right? Into your marriage, thinking that your feminine side won't get you far. You keep yourself focused on the outcome, thinking it will help you get what you want. But what you don't understand is that the world is built on polarities, and because like polarities. So, for instance, there is happiness and sadness, there is day and night, and there is feminine and masculine energy. And in love, those opposite energies are what help you build the relationship of your dreams. When you find the right man for the woman in you, you truly feel like you have found your soulmate. Otherwise, you will not get married, right? So when you are looking for a long-term marriage, because when we are getting married, we don't look for a marriage that will last for a year or two. No, we are getting married because we want to have a long-term marriage. You need to know the different standing points of these two energies, of the masculine and the feminine energy. And like physically speaking, your masculine partner has a strong physical presence and is guided by a feeling of purpose and strength. And on the other hand, your feminine core can be described as open and free. It is full of energy and is often nurturing. And masculine energy is driven by a life mission, a goal that must be met. And feminine energy is guided by emotions. It is focused on love and all of the feelings intimacy evokes in you. So while a masculine man will look for a problem and try to find a way to fix it, a feminine woman will look for the love, because it is her way of seeing the beauty in life. So Masculine energy is about chasing the goal and fighting for it, and feminine energy is about feeling the love and enjoying it. So do you see the difference? And there is, like, there is a significant difference between the two, which is exactly why it is important to keep the right balance between them. So if you notice that your husband's core energy is masculine, you should learn how to nurture your feminine energy. That's why, that way you give yourself a chance to experience a balanced, healthy marriage. So a man's masculine side won't be able to resist your femininity. It will make you feel, it will make you special in his eyes, even if you don't feel like doing anything in particular to keep him close to you. But it is those natural feelings you evoke in him every time you show him that you are in touch with your feminine side. And I know we women, we often feel this need to take things into our hands, but sometimes it's better for your relationship to simply let go. It's better to let him do what he naturally is supposed to. That way, you will ensure yourself a marriage where your opposite energies will keep attracting. The spark between the two of you will keep burning. You will be, like, you can be a strong woman who knows when it's time to pause and let the man do what he needs to do. So it doesn't mean that you should play dumb or, like, be a doormat or anything like that. It only means that you should be aware of your feminine side and keep in touch with it, right? Because as two human beings with different energies, your relationship will keep blooming like a flower, and it will be obvious that you are attracted to each other because he's in his masculine and you are in your feminine, and that is what creates this pull effect towards each other, because it is there is polarity, and when there is polarity there is attraction. So nurturing feminine energy in a relationship is possibly the best relationship advice. One of the best relationship advice you can get. It is that one thing that will help you improve your love life and enjoy all of the benefits a healthy marriage brings. But many times, ladies have no idea how to be the feminine woman of any man's dream. And how do you get in touch with your feminine energy and let it guide you throughout your marriage, right? Although you may feel like you can't change yourself, keep in mind that a woman inside you has grown out of your femininity. You have learned how to be a lady in a world full of men, but it doesn't mean that you can't let go for a second and embrace your feminine energy. Of course you can, because you have it within you. You just have to waken up a little bit, right? And get in touch with that, with your feminine side. And once you know what you should be doing, it's much easier to get in touch with the side of you that you have been neglecting for a long time. So in today's video, I am giving you 3 tips on how you can do that. Okay, so tip number 1: stop controlling your husband. Stop controlling your man. Honestly, nurturing feminine energy is a relationship. In a relationship, is all about letting go of the idea that you must be in control. In every aspect of your life, the expectations of you is to fight for your goal, but it is a whole different story when it comes to your marriage. It is possible that you feel the empowerment only if you are the one who's holding the wheel, right? But the truth is that no man will feel that attraction if you show him that you want to control him. One part of you will always try to get things your way. You will try to make your husband do as you want, and if he fails to follow your rules, you will feel unsatisfied and upset. But once you learn to let go of the limiting belief that you must have full control over your man, you will instantly introduce a new energy, your feminine energy into your relationship with your husband. So since men, they don't feel like, they don't like to feel that they are under someone's thumb, and they and have to follow rules. It is it it instantly means that you will repel them once they realize that you are a control freak. Okay? And I'm not saying that you should give up on this trait completely and stop using it in other parts of your life. Control is actually, it can be healthy, right, in other areas of your life, and it got you where you are right now. But it shows you what success feels like once you earned it all by yourself, and that is why you should definitely keep applying it in your career if you are a working woman. And however, you should learn to stop introducing it into your marriage, as it is not something men love to feel. You need to look very hard to find a man who loves the idea of being controlled. They simply aren't attracted to this. And if you want to get in touch with your feminine energy, the first step is to stop controlling your husband, and stop expecting him to act by your rules, and just relax for a minute and let go of this need to be the one holding the wheel all the time. Just let it go. Number 2, enjoy the moments and learn how to slow down. Feminine energy is all about slowing down and enjoying the life around you. It's about pressing the pause button and inhaling the experiences around you. In a world where we are in a world where we are in a rush, it can be hard to achieve this, right? You are always running somewhere. You are always busy. You are always trying to get things done. So you often forget to give yourself a break. You finish multiple things throughout a day, but how much of them do you really experience? How much of them do you process and let them have influence on you? And the answer is probably not much, as we often overlook the beauty in the things that are happening to us, right? We just want to get them done, which is why you feel exhausted at the end of every day. Instead of focusing on the quality, we usually focus on the quantity, right? And as long as the long list gets checked off, you feel like you have had a productive day. But that is not something you should introduce into your marriage. It won't make you happy, because if you want to connect with your feminine energy, then you must learn how to slow down and enjoy the moment. You need to be present in the moment. You need to realize that a healthy relationship isn't about how many date nights you went on, right? I mean, sometimes I get clients, right, and they are like, oh, okay, Thursday, check. I went for a dinner with my husband. 2 weeks later, or 10 days later, check. On Monday, I went for a walk in the park with my husband. It's like as though it is like, like some women, they treat their relationship, like their marriage, as though it is like as work. You are checking off. They are totally not connected with the present moment. So instead, it's about enjoying each other, right? It's about enjoying every like those little moments that you are trying to, that you are spending together, and creating those memorizing experiences. A healthy relationship isn't about having to spend 24 hours a day together. It's about approaching those 15, 20, half an hour you get to see him, and because you had the best talk in such a short amount of time. It's really those little things. And a woman who sees joy in simple things becomes irresistible to a man. She captivated him with her feminine power, and makes him realize exactly what he wants. And when you learn how to enjoy the most simple moments, you will start to radiate a special kind of energy. You will impress people with your aura, and they will try to be more like you, to be honest. And in the meantime, your romantic partner will like your husband, he will get drawn to you because you are irresistible. You are present in the moment. You are enjoying the little moments throughout the day, and he will start to feel like you are the best choice that he ever made, right? And what matters the most is that you will realize the beauty of your feminine energy. You will realize that it is the thing you have been missing for way too long. So try to start from today. Take a second to appreciate every detail of your day, from those little moments, such as from your morning coffee to to your breakfast, the silence, the little smiles, the silly funny the silly funny comments. Take it all in and then translate those feelings of gratefulness into your marriage. This will allow you to get in touch with your feminine energy and see the beauty that's everywhere around you. And number three is connect with your feelings. Your feelings are what makes you a woman. They are the core part of your personality, and you should learn how to stay in touch with them. And they don't make you weak or not good enough. If anything, they only show a part of you that is caring, is kind, is nurturing. They make you who you are, and more often than not, you forget about them, right? You push your feelings aside and pretend that everything is fine when the truth is far from that. That is why you should learn how to connect with your feelings if you want to introduce your feminine energy in your marriage. Focus on all those emotions you have been suppressing for way too long, because that is your recipe for a healthy marriage. The better you understand what's going on inside of you, the easier it will be to understand your husband's feelings. And once you show him that it is healthy to express emotions, your husband will follow your lead and do the same. When you get in touch with your feelings and you create a safe space for your husband to open up, you will no longer find yourself talking to a wall. Your emotion won't get ignored, because your husband will realize that it is not a healthy way to deal with them. Instead, he will stay in touch with your feelings and begin to express them in the right manner, and he will listen to you. He will listen to what you have to say and provide you with comforting words, because you created a safe space for him to open up. So that was that for today's video, and inshallah I see you in the next one. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.